Good evening, everyone in Canada, USA, International, Long Island, aka Strong Island, plus the five spots of Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Staten Island, Queens. This is your man G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator, YouTuber, host with the most, misunderstood, lonely nomad, the man who holds the back doors of the Q5 and the 24 buses, and of course, unstoppable independent podcaster, and of course, Queens, New York native of Laurelton, Queens, New York. And you are rocking with the 306th episode of Off the Meat Rat Chainz New York Avenue podcast. And we got a jam packing show for you today with some wild, crazy, fun topics in today's episode. And yes, today's episode is titled Jello, which is basically talking about the National Jello Day, which will be discussed in a couple of seconds and minutes. And I hope everybody is getting prepared for, getting the turkeys for Thanksgiving that's coming up. And this Thanksgiving with a new Thanksgiving flavor in a couple of minutes. So stay tuned for that one right there. But in the meantime, if you missed out on any of the new and previous episodes whatsoever, don't worry. Um, I got your back though. We're live and direct from StreamYard alongside with StreamYard and YouTube. And aside myself is the Instagram live feed. If you have any questions, any comments about the topics, how you feel about them, and everything else in between. Um, and yes, so um, hang on one second here. My apologies. I had to put this on mute because of the noisy planes, which is what I mostly do when I hear a noisy plane passing by. So, um, why don't you go ahead and grab that subscribe button for me on the YouTube channel page of G Money Stacks 555. That way, um, hang on. Yes, as I was saying, go ahead and grab that subscribe button for me on the YouTube channel page G Money Stacks 555 for more live video episodes of the live streams, and of course, be sure to tap on the noti bell alongside with alerts so you could be notified on when each episode recording is going to be on the air via live stream. Leave a like and a comment along with the episodes with the topics that's being discussed. And yes, so be sure to listen, stream, watch these episodes. Of course, more video content, upcoming episodes, including the new ones and previous episodes whatsoever. So in case you missed it, in case you missed them, it's for you at home for you to actually catch up on them. Now, if you if you can, you could tell a friend to another friend, spread the word, and of course be sure to share the episodes, share the videos. You can even download the episodes along along with your favorites, and also add the podcast to your favorite play to your playlist. So that way, and also you could every stream platform you can press the notification so you could be notified on when each episode is going to be dropping. All right. So, without further ado, before I even get into the episode, let me remind everyone at home. Let me remind everyone at home, if you like to support this show and the other shows that I do whatsoever, um, you're more than welcome to do that. Um, you got there's two options right here. One is Cash App, and the other one is my PayPal. So, uh, so my PayPal is $ G Money Stacks 555, and of course my PayPal is G Money Stacks in Queens, New York. Remember, the money that you're donating is going to me. Not going to YouTube. Okay, so I just want to be clear on that one right there. Whatever amount of money you decide that you choose and desire will be appreciated. It could be five. It could be $1. It could be $5. It could be $10. Whatever amount of money you need to show more support, folks. I'm just telling you right now. So, um, so there you go, right there, man. Okay, what do you say we go to? What do you say we go to our New York New York Mass Transit files right here? I mean, we got a couple of New York. We have a couple New York City transit news that we got to get to right here. So let's get into it right now. Okay, first, hang on a second. Our first, hang on a sec. Okay, before I get into first transit New York City news right here, if you see any glitches in the live stream video, don't worry about it. I think because it's raining right now, that's pretty much what's interfering with the Wi-Fi right now. So don't worry about that. As long as you can hear my voice, that's what really counts. All right. So, um, let's get into this story right here. And this is according to amny.com. All right. So, a woman is fighting for her life after being shoved into a moving subway train in Midtown on Wednesday afternoon, police reported. The victim, a 30-year-old woman, was standing on the southbound E train platform inside the 53rd Street and Fifth Avenue station at around 12:04 p.m. on October 18th when an unidentified assailant approached her from behind, according to police. Oh my gosh. Authorities said the suspect shoved the strap hanger as the train was leaving the station, sending her head slamming into the rear of the carriage before she stumbled. My gosh. And that is why not a lot of people take the subways anymore because of stories like this. This that's an epic fail, folks. In case you're wondering what that sound is, that's an epic fail right there. Hold on. But yeah, yeah. So fortunately, there were eyewitnesses and good Samaritans on that platform that helped her back onto the platform. NYPD Chief of Transit Michael Kemper said. Police said the woman suffered severe Cornell Medical Weill Cornell Medical Center in critical condition. We pray for her speedy recovery, Chief Camper added. Police have identified the suspect as Sabir Jones, age 39, based on eyewitness accounts and video evidence, according to Chief Camper. He has yet to be arrested. Camper said Jones is known to police but did not elaborate. The station was completely shut down to commuters during the afternoon, with officers cordon, cordoning off the turnstiles with police tape, leaving riders stunned. In quote, my bub Ragman told AM New York Metro as he attempted to get to work in Queens. I am just shocked. This is hard. Caroline Trotter, a tourist from Arkansas, likewise says she was shocked but also had crime in mind when traveling to the Big Apple. We try to keep alert, make sure we are watching our surroundings, and make sure we stay in high populated areas, Trotter said. The incident harkened back to the shocking death of Michelle Go, a strap hanger shoved in front of a moving train at the Times Square 42nd Street station in January 2022. An emotionally disturbed man was later apprehended for the murderous assault. Um, Police described the perpetrator in Wednesday's case as a man in his 30s who wore a burgundy sweater and was last seen fleeing towards Fifth Avenue. No arrests have been made, and an investigation and the investigation remains ongoing. Anyone with information in regard to this incident is asked to call the NYPD's Crime Stoppers hotline at 1-800-577 TIPS, which is 8477, or for Spanish, 1-888-557-PISTA, which is 74782. The public can also submit their tips by logging on to the Crime Stoppers website at crimestoppers.nypd on known as X, no, formerly known as Twitter, excuse me, which is NYPD tips. And I do apologize for muting. It's because of the noisy planes is flying. Yeah. All right. So hang on a second. All right. Next, we have a 76-year-old man killed by a speeding driver. A 76-year-old man was killed on Thursday after being struck by a speeding driver while crossing the street in Washington Heights, police said. Julio Plaza of Washington Heights was crossing Broadway at West 161st Street at about 6:50 p.m. Thursday when a 27-year-old man driving a Dodge Charger at a high rate of speed plowed into the senior citizen whilst driving southbound. Police responded to a 911 call and found Plaza unconscious and unresponsive on the roadway with traumatic injuries. He was transported to Harlem Hospital where he was pronounced dead. The driver, who has not been identified, remained on the scene and has not been charged with the crime. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, that could really set somebody off, man. For yeah, that could really set somebody off though. Yeah, I don't know, man. I this is crazy, man. This has been going on for quite some time, man, and I'm not even gonna hold you on that one. I'm not even gonna hold you on that one. Let me keep going. And Plaza's death was followed by that of another senior on city streets on Saturday. Although this time the victim was a motorist. Um, Nolaska Vargas, age 69, died in the South Bronx after blowing a stop sign in her Jeep and colliding with the MTA bus, police said. The bus was not carrying passengers at the time, and the driver was not injured. Traffic collisions have claimed the lives of 194 New Yorkers so far this year, according to the NYPD. Um, Older New Yorkers are particularly vulnerable to death or serious injury in crashes. Last year, the Department of Transportation said in a report that seniors make up less than 15% of the city's population, but more than 45% of pedestrian deaths. Sheesh. That's really fucked up, though. Yeah. And one more transit news right here for New York is is involving Governor Hochul. Now, one moment. Diversity on the MTA board got a boost Monday when Governor Kathy Hochul inked a bill requiring to have a member with a disability going forward. So the bill was signed into law, requires one of the governor's six appointees to the policy-making board of North America's largest transit agency be a person whose disability requires them to use public transit. Hang on. Nearly a million New York City residents are disabled in some form, and their experience on mass transit is vastly limited compared to non-disabled riders. For decades, the disability rights movement has said loud and clear, nothing about us without us, Hochul said in a statement. I'm committed to improving accessibility across the MTA's network of buses, trains, and subways. This new law will ensure the disability community has a voice and a seat at the table in deciding the future of transit in New York. Even so, Hoka will not be naming a new member to the board to meet the mandate. In June, she appointed Dr. John Ross Rizzo, um, a professor of rehabilitation medicine at New York University, known as NYU. Since childhood, Rizzo has had a degenerative eye condition called um, choroid choroid rema. Hold on, Choroid choroid. Sorry, yeah, choroid um remia, choroid which affects peripheral and night vision and ultimately causes blindness. Oh shit! Damn, damn. That's scary, man. That's some scary shit, though, man. You know what I mean? That's scary, man. Um, yeah. That's very scary. Let's see. Let's see. Yes. So, Bizarre. Hold on. Before Rizzo's appointment, the MTA hadn't had a board member with a disability since the departure last year of Victor um, Calise, who also headed the mayor's office for people with disabilities under former Mayor Bill De Blasio. Calise was the only member in the board's history with a mobility disability that required him to access the subway via elevator. Um, Governor appoints 6 members to the MTA board, which is charged with voting on financial and policy making matters for the transit agency controlling the subway, bus, commuter rail, and paratransit. The mayor of New York City appoints 4 members, and the executives of Nassau, Suffolk, and Westchester counties each appoint 1 member, while Dutchess, Orange, Rockland, and Putnam counties are collectively represented by 1 member. The board is nominally an independent body, but its budget and policy direction are predominantly controlled by the governor. Playing catch up on accessibility, the MTA is far behind other transit agencies in cities like Boston, San Francisco, and Washington, D.C., in making its system accessible for people with disabilities. Shouts to Thea from YouTube under Urban Caffeine, who actually watched that video recently, and it's very interesting that certain states is already doing something about the disabilities situation of what people are facing. So So yeah, shouts to Thea from Urban Caffeine. And yeah, and you can also follow Urban Caffeine on Instagram as well, so you could check out some topics that's going to be discussed in her videos. So, hang on. Just 29% of New York City subway and Staten Island railway stations are accessible via elevator, and much of the system is not compliant with the Americans with Disabilities Act passed more than 3 decades ago, requiring those with disabilities to go well out of their way to enter or exit the subway. All right, wheelchair users are not the only people who navigate the subway with great difficulty. A lack of elevators is also a challenge for seniors and for people with strollers, blind and vision impaired. People cannot read wayfinding signs and risk falling onto tracks without tacti- tactile warning strips on platforms, while hearing impaired individuals are unable to listen to announcements in stations or aboard trains. Last year, the MTA settled a pair of lawsuits brought by disability advocates, and in doing so, pledged that 95% of subway stations would be ADA accessible by 2055. At that point, the ADA would be eligible for Medicare and Social Security if it were a person. The MTA has committed a record of $5 billion to accessibility upgrades in its current 5-year capital plan and pledges an even greater clip of investment in its next one as money flows in from congestion pricing. Um, hang on one second. Yeah, that's actually a good start for the MTA. That's actually a good start for the MTA. All right, so the agency also now has its first ever chief accessibility officer, um, Qmel Arroyo, whose job entirely revolves around disability access. But problems persist beyond the decades long timeline for full accessibility. Disabled riders and advocates have long decried the MTA's paratransit service as access a ride as unreliable. Riders have to book trips a day or more in advance and only during regular business hours, and riders are often taken out of their way as vans pick up other passengers. The MTA touted a 90% on time performance rate for Assessor Ride in October, but considers on time to be a pickup within 20 minutes of an appointment. Ooh. Last year, the Justice Department wrote a letter to the MTA accusing Excessive Ride of being non-compliant with the ADA by failing to provide comparable levels of service to disabled riders as those without disabilities who can ride the subway or bus unencumbered. Meanwhile, advocates have um, polarized the MTA over its proposed limits on accessorize e e-hail program, which allows riders to request paratransit rides on demand, like an Uber. A limited pool of access ride customers eligible for e-hail was expanded in August, but raised the price of a trip to $5 and capped the number of trips riders could take per month, after which they must pay market prices for a higher vehicle. Hold on. Disability advocates applauded Hochul's signing of the bill into law. Shannon McLennan, um, Shannon McLennan, Weir, executive director of the Center for the Independence of the Disabled in New York, said that the move is advancing equity on the board of the nation's largest transit system. Hang on. This action truly speaks volumes regarding diversity, equity, and inclusion for disabled people living in New York City, she noted. Okay. All right. So let's go to, let's see, what else can we talk about here? If there's any other, let me see. Hang on one second here. Okay. Let me see. Okay, let's get into another segment right here. Um, we gotta talk about um, we have to talk about hang on a second here. I'm sorry, folks. Okay, we need to talk about Missy Elliott doing good things to help out the community in her hometown. And in this week's chatting or the jazz. And Ti did another good thing too. So I'll save that for another time too. So we're gonna save that for another time. So um yeah. And on top of that, she's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, if you know what I mean. And I actually did a topic in regards to why it is called the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame instead of the Hip Hop Hall of Fame. Now, in case you didn't know, you can listen to that particular. I forget what you can listen to that particular episode, um, whenever you get a chance. All right. Okay. So let's get into it right here, man. All right, Missy Elliott. According to Complex, um, let's take a look at this. Um, yeah, so Missy Elliott, um, all-time legend music artist, is giving back to the people of her hometown in a truly inspiring way. Per the Virginian pilot, Missy commemorated the 2023 edition of Missy Elliott Day in Virginia by donating $50,000, aka 50 grand, to the Portsmouth Redevelopment and Housing Authority. Wow. 50 grand. Yeah, 50 grand is a lot of money to help out the community, and that's pretty dope. Um, okay, hold on. The donation will go towards pads due rent for an estimated 26 families who were previously facing the possibility of eviction. Anytime that I can help somebody is always a blessing, she told WTKR News 3. Instead of being it about instead of being it instead of instead of it being about me, I want it to be about the people here in my hometown. Next for Missy Elliott for Missy is the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony on November 3rd in Brooklyn, which took place already. She's being inducted alongside a 2023 class that also includes Kate Bush, Sheryl Crow, Shaka Khan, Rage Against the Machine, late great George Michael, Willie Nelson, DJ Kool Herc, The Spinners, and more. Missy also recently spoke with Complex about her work with Hype Williams, with whom she made the iconic 1997 video for The Rain and more. Looking back on how the ideas for what became that video first started coming together, Missy says she and the massively influential director meshed perfectly and understood each other's vision. Joining Missy in looking back on Hype's career for the new piece by um, Aria Hughes were Jay Z, Irv Gotti, and more. Of course, if check out um, you want to check out Hype's recent Complex interview, you can click more on you can click the word here on complex.com. All right. So, all right, let's get into Idris Alba. So he admits that he is a workaholic, according to Entertainment Weekly. So before before I begin this Idris Alba story, let me make some noise for Missy Elliott for helping out her hometown in Virginia. That's super dope, man. Let me I'm going to make some noise for her, man, for the legendary music artist, rapper, part of hip hop, especially getting inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That's dope right there. Hold on one second as I let this plane pass. I'm about to make some noise for Missy Elliott for helping out her hometown in Virginia, and again a date named after her, and of course being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Okay, now on to Idris Elba. According to Entertainment Weekly, he admits that he is a workaholic. Here's what's happening here. Idris Elba may be absolute absolute workaholic, but he's working on it. The Luther Star said on the chart the changes with Annie McManus podcast on Monday that he's been in therapy for about a year addressing unhealthy habits stemming from his love of his work. In my therapy, I've been thinking a lot about changing, he said. It's not because I don't like myself or anything like that. It's just that I have some unhealthy habits that have just really formed. Alba, who in addition to being an in-demand actor, also has a side hustle as a DJ, as well as writing, directing, and producing credits to his name, admitted that he works in an industry that rewards the toxic routines he's trying to shed. End quote. I'm a workaholic. I'm an absolute workaholic, and that isn't great for life generally. Nothing that's too extreme is good. Everything needs a balance, but I'm rewarded massively to be a workaholic, he explained. All right. However, the five-time Emmy nominee has found himself in a bit of a pickle because while he said he knows he's got to adjust his views, he also finds himself relaxed by work and doesn't want to necessarily work less. Okay, I'm exhilarated by my hold on, where was I? Where was I? Yes, I'm exhilarated by my work and I'm also so relaxed by it. I could work 10 days on a film underwater sequences by holding my breath for 6 minutes and come back and sit in the studio and feel relaxed, more so than sitting on the sofa watching the TV with the family, which is bad, right? He added. This is the part where I've got to normalize what makes me relax. It can't be all work. Alba recently starred in the Apple TV Plus thriller Hijack. Next up, he will voice the role of Knuckles in next year's Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and star with Priyanka Chopra Jonas, Carla um, Gugino, and John Cena in the action thriller Heads of State. Yeah, I'm proud of him, man, for actually thinking about his well-being. You know what I'm saying? We need more people like him, man, to actually talk about these things, man. Mental health is important, man. And I made this segment because it's also important because you never know what a person might be going through, folks. So, if you have any friends or anything like that, if you know anybody that's actually going through I wouldn't say the same situation as Idris Alba, but as far as like, you know, as far as like being a workaholic, you know what I'm saying? And without rest, sometimes you can easily collapse. Take time to think about your well-being, folks. And good for him for doing that. Let's make some noise for Idris Alba for thinking about his well-being and getting therapy behind it. Like, that's pretty dope, man. That's very dope of him. Up next, I know you folks probably heard of Jello, right? There is a national holiday. Um, there is a national holiday called National Eat Your Jello Day. So, um, so let me just fill you in on this actually. So let me fill you in on this. Um, Jello was trademarked in New York in 1897, but it's a classic dessert we all know and love. The best part of it is that it comes in a variety of flavors and can be combined with many ingredients for a simple, delicious treat. Hang on one second. Thanks to some very crafty chefs, we can also um form jello into fun shapes. So get ready to celebrate July 12th by eating jello just the way you like it. So Nas- National Eat Your Jello Day timeline. So jello was trademarked in 1845 through the nutritional value of gelatin had been recognized since the 1800s. Jello wasn't trademarked until 1897. 1930, lime jello was invented. Though jello had come up with a few flavors in the 1900s, the still popular lime jello was invented in 1930. Um, 1950s, jello shots were invented. An American musician named Tom Lear Tom Lehrer invented the idea of adding vodka or rum into jello. Not bad, not a bad idea. Um, 2001 official snack of Utah. Utah State Representative Leonard M. Blackham wrote legislation recognizing jello as an official state snack. One moment, please. 2017, 164.17 million jello snacks. Jello and other gelatin snacks were eaten by a, a whopping 164.17 million. Okay, National Eat Your Jello Day activities. Of course, starting with number one, make your own Jello. One moment. Yes, thankfully you can find Jello packets in almost any grocery store. Follow the instructions on the container and you are good to go. If you are feeling adventurous, you can find gelatin in some stores and try making it from scratch. Number two, eat Jello, of course. If you don't feel like making your own Jello for this special day, you'll most likely find it as a dessert in some restaurants, or you can find it ready made in most stores. You may also have some leftover Jello from a party or gathering, so you can finish whatever you have. Number three, get crafty with Jello powder. Yes, powder. You can use Jello for other things besides eating. It's possible to make a Jello powered fuel cell battery, homemade Play Doh, and even lip gloss. Oh, wow. Wow. Oh, wow. Wow. That shit is not a that shit is not a bad idea though. That's fucking genius right there. Um, with the right tutorial, the possibilities are endless. Why we love National Eat Your Jello Day, you ask? Of course, there's something for everyone. One moment. Jello can be made in almost any flavor, color, and shape. Plus, you can add fruits, nuts, and even alcohol, um, as long as you are of legal age. You can always make Jello in a way that makes everyone happy. Gelatin is good for you. Gelatin is the ingredient that gives Jello its texture. Since it comes from animals, it's usually high in proteins. It also contains collagen, which is great for your skin, hair, and bones. Plus, it's low in calories. I didn't fucking know that it came from animals and it's actually good for your skin, hair, and bones. I mean, I had Jello before. I don't really have it often, but maybe I might come around to it. This might be a good thing. Yes, Jello is fun. It's rare to be able to eat something in your favorite color or that has such a cool texture. You can have fun while making Jello by using fun containers and choosing a color and flavor you like. Now, um, of course, the dates for July 12th of next year and the rest. Hang on one second. Yes. So yes, National Eat Your Jello Day dates. So this includes next year of July 12th, which is a Friday, 2025, the same date, Saturday, and 2026, the same date, Sunday, 2027, same date, Monday, 2028, Wednesday, same date. All right. So that's July 12th on the following years, all right, and different days. So there you have it. Hang on one second before I go on. Let me let this plane pass. Next, we have Outcast. Yes, Outcast may not be making music as a duo anymore, but they still have some surprises for their fans. On Friday, September 29th, the pair released a visual for um Ak- Akumini, deep cut, spotty Addy, dopalicious, licious, spotty Addy, dopalicious. A cool 25 years after the song's debut, the drop comes as part of a rollout for the groundbreaking album's 25th anniversary. Um, though neither Andre 3000 or Big Boy appeared in the clip, it's full of trippy animated visuals that perfectly match the song's vibe. Of course, you can check it out on YouTube as well. Akumini's 25th anniversary arrives just after Outkast's only double album turned 20 and exceeded um exceeded 13 million units sold. Last Friday, September 22nd, Big Boy shared a video of him unboxing the Recording Industry Association of America plaque commemorating Speakerbox slash The Love Below's diamond sales status. Special delivery just in time for the 20th anniversary, September 23rd, 2003. He captioned the video. Hashtag Speakerbox The Love Below, over 13 million albums sold. Of course, Diamond and a 3.5. What are your jams? Outcast is everlasting. Stank your smelly much to all y'all flying saucer emojis. Oh shit. Um, hang on. Okay. As for new music, fans should not hold their breath. An Outkast reunion was recently ruled out by Sleepy Brown, who helped craft some of the legendary hip hop group's biggest hits during their heyday. While talking to TMZ at LAX in June, the organized noise member said that an Outkast reunion is out of the question after the reporter picked his brain about Speaker Box Love Below turning 20 this year. Nah, they not. Sleepy Brown said Andre 3000 is on a whole other journey and he's doing something. But me and Big Boy are still doing tours and stuff like that. Don't hold your breath for no Outcast reunion. Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. It's not gonna happen, folks. If you want to see us, we're gonna be Dudgeon family. That's about it. TMZ then asked the Atlanta producer which album he feels is Outkast's greatest. After some back and forth, he settled on 1998's Akumini. Man, I can say Akumini. I can say Stankonia. The, the Brown said. The thing about it is each album was a different journey. Outkast has taken people through country music with Rosa Parks. They did rock with Stankonia. They did every genre you could ever think of in music. So it's kind of hard to say which one is what. But he continued, in quote, hold on. He continued in quote, but I'm gonna say Aquamini. For me, that album was the moment when Outkast really flourished as producers too. So, so for me, that album is me watching them grow. That's why it's my favorite. Speaking of Outkast, the hit song, what is it? Hang on a second, man. Yeah, wait a second. Wait a second. Speaking of Outkast, according to Hip Hop DX. So Outkast have hit plenty of major career milestones since their founding in 1992, but they recently hit their biggest yet, at least numerically. On Friday, September 29th, the duo's 2003 album Speaker Box The Love Below was certified 13 times platinum, meaning it has sold 13 million copies by the Recording Industry Association of America. Hang on. Hey, what's up, homie? Long time no see, man. I know I probably can't call you Afro Man anymore, but I know you have a new hairstyle right now, and it's looking lit on you. I hope everything is all right. I hope you're ready for Thanksgiving and everything else in between. How you been, man? You know what I'm saying? Shouts to you. Shouts to you, Afro Man. Oh man, it's been a long time actually. Um, yeah, hold on. This makes it the largest selling rap album ever in the United States. The Outkast Platter, which contains the duo's massive single "Hey Ya," surpassed Eminem's "The Eminem Show," which was certified 12 times platinum in 2022. Outkast had a little help because of the project's status as a double album. Of course, Big Boy and Andre 3000 each had one disc. Hold on. Uh, um, Meaning that each copy sold counts twice. Many of hip hop's other top selling albums are also double LPs, such as Biggie's Life After Death and Tupac's All Eyes on Me and Greatest Hits. Um, Big Boy celebrated the certification on Instagram by posting a video of him unwrapping a framed plaque commemorating Speaker Box Love Below's 13 million sales. Over 13 million sales over 13 million albums sold, excuse me. Outcast is everlasting. Stank you smelly much. he says he said he says thank you very much to all y'all. Oh shit. He, he wrote in the caption, oh wow. Um the biggest selling album ever of any genre in the US is the Eagles 1971 to 75 greatest hits collection, 38 times platinum, followed by Michael Jackson's Thriller 34 times platinum. The Eagles again with Hotel California 26 times platinum, and AC and DC's Back in Black 25 times platinum. All of Outkast's LPs have at least gone platinum, with 2000 Stankonia, their second biggest selling album at 5 million sold. Of course, um, here is the complete list of top selling rap albums. So we have 13 times platinum by Outkast, Speaker Box, The Love Below, 12 times platinum, Eminem, The Eminem Show, um, 11 times platinum, Eminem, The Marshall Mathers LP, um, The Notorious B.I.G., aka Biggie Smalls, Life After Death, um, 10 times platinum, um, hold on. Yes, 10 times platinum includes Tupac's album All Eyes on Me, Tupac Greatest Hits, Beastie Boys licensed to um what is it? Licensed to Kill. I think that no. License to 3, whatever that whatever. MC Hammer, please Hammer, don't hurt him. um oh shit. Oh man, Lauren Hill, aka the late one, always late. The miseducation of Lauren Hill, Nelly, Country Grammar, and Eminem curtain call the hits. Um, in addition to being certified, um, tree tree deck tr- trade couple platinum. The ATL the AT aliens have been busy celebrating the 25th anniversary of their arguably perfect third album, Mini. They recently released an animated music video for Spotty Oddie Dopalicious, which you can watch below. Oh, let me mention something about what is it? The wait, hold on a second. It's also the 25th anniversary of the Rosa Parks music video. Um, before we even get to that, let me let me put this on mute. So Outkast during the 25th anniversary um of, of their album and stuff, so they get the chance to get an exclusive behind the scenes of the music video. So here's what's happening here. Hang on. According to the Source website, today fans can get an exclusive glimpse behind the scenes of the official music video for Rosa Parks, the Grammy-nominated and critically acclaimed track from Outkast's third album, Mini, in the latest episode of Vivo Footnotes. The episode is part of Vivo's original content and specialized programming to celebrate the historic 50th anniversary of hip hop. In the episode, Big Boy describes the music of Mini as a blend of Outkast's complex music on their debut album, Southern Playalistic Cadillac Music, with the ferocious lyrics found on their sophomore album, AT Aliens. The episode highlights that the parade scene in the music video was filmed in front of the iconic Atlanta nightclub, the Royal Peacock. Oh shit. Oh shit. Um the Royal Peacock. Oh man, that wow. Oh shit. Oh my fucking gosh, man. The Royal Peacock. Oh shit. Oh my gosh. That's really funny though. That's very funny right there. I'm not gonna hold you. They could have come up with something better than that though, man. Oh man. That's funny right there, man. Yeah, and points out that the marching band in the video is from the historic Morris Brown College, and that the college's gospel choir is featured on the track Bombs Over Baghdad. Um, Additionally, the episode mentions that the standout harmonica solo is performed by Andre 3000's stepfather, Reverend Robert Hodo. Um, yeah. So there you have it, man. All right, I want to let's make some noise for Outkast and their 25th anniversary of Speaker Box and the Love Below, and alongside with the music video on Ecumene of Rosa Parks. Let's make some noise for Outkast and their legendary status in hip hop. Yes. um okay, so Baskin Robbins um decides to celebrate Thanksgiving with a new flavor. I'm not kidding about this, folks. I'm pretty sure y'all probably saw this at Baskin Robbins. I'm gonna fill you in on this. I'm gonna fill you in on this actually in a segment called in a segment that I like to call um munchies and drinks, man. Although I do count ice cream as in the munchies category actually, because it's a dessert. So so here it is, man. Let's do this, man. Let's do this. Let's do this, man. Hold on. you go. Munchies and drinks, man. And this features Baskin Robbins, man. And I gotta say, when I saw this on Good Day New York, I had to talk about this, man. You know what I'm saying? So so I was actually curious about this. So I figured I'd use this as a topic in today's episode. So I figured why not? Hold on. Okay, this is according to NPR. So Baskin Robbins has a new flavor for November Turkey Day Fixins. Let's break this down, man. Don't worry, it's not a turkey flavored ice cream. The frozen treat is a combination of flavors like sweet potato, cranberry sauce, and various spices. Interesting. Interesting. Um, so so b- so this is coming from wow. Wow. You know what I mean? So let's see. So Thanksgiving cuisine can mean different foods to different people. And with the holiday just around the corner, Baskin Robbins is getting in on the action throughout this month. The world's largest ice cream chain will be offering its newest flavor. So Turkey Day Fixins. But don't worry, yes, it's already but don't worry, it's not a turkey flavored ice cream, but rather, according to Baskin Robbins, the frozen treat is a combination of flavors like sweet potato, cranberry sauce, and various spices. Of course, past the gravy. Oh man, past the gravy. That's funny, man. That's very funny right there, man. And I'm not gonna hold you, man. Oh, Friendsgiving. Okay, let's get some more information out of this actually. And this is from Yahoo. All right, so looking to bring a unique dessert to your Friendsgiving or Thanksgiving dinner? Baskin Robbins now has created a special ice cream flavor for the month. All right, so damn, son, this is crazy. Hold on. Although you may not believe it, Thanksgiving is already this week. If you are cooking dinner or hosting a Friendsgiving celebration, you are probably counting down the days until the busy holiday arrives. But if you have the task of cooking the turkey, it might be time to head to your local hardware store and buy a new fryer. Before you head out to run your errands before the holiday, you may be asking yourself, is the Home Depot open on Thanksgiving? Yeah, I don't know about that, but um, I don't know about that. Um, In case you've made the last minute decision to smoke your turkey, make plans to visit Home Depot before Thursday because the home improvement retailer will not be open on Thanksgiving. No, no, excuse me. The November holiday, along with Christmas Day, are the 2 days that Home Depot closes its doors, so you'll need to plan ahead. Plus, cooking a turkey is a task that you'll want to avoid doing at the last minute. While you are at the Home Depot, it's a good idea to check out the store's Black Friday deals. Not too many people shop on Black Friday at stores, but some people would do it online. Yeah, I've spoken to mad customers about this while I was working, and they tell me that they don't really shop on Black Friday. So that's pretty awesome that they have another option instead of going to stores to get discounts and all that other stuff. You don't really get discounts on Black Friday, but if you're shopping online, that's a whole different story. But anyway, especially if you are looking to buy tools or appliances, before you visit the appliance section, you'll probably want to check out the store's selection of Christmas trees, specifically the viral pre-lit um, balsam fir. The 9 foot tall tree and its twinkling lights has definitely influenced shoppers to skip the hassle of hanging multiple tiers of lights. And once you see it, you might convince yourself to do the same. Other Black Friday deals at Home Depot include a stunning vegan leather couch. A set of the two matching dining chairs, or a decorative group of multicolored birds for your window. If you are now looking to redecorate, make a great gift to yourself or a hobbyist. After all, there are no rules about leaving the Black Friday shopping to only clothing stores and electronics. Um, yes, since the Home Depot plans to close on Thursday, get your shopping done as soon as possible and start looking at the store's sales for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. If you want a pre-lit Christmas tree, you know exactly where you can find them. Okay, okay. Let me see if there's any more. Hang on a second, man. Let's see if there's any more. Let's see if there's any more info in regards to this ice cream flavor, actually. So this is according to their website, baskinrobbins.com. So let's take a look here before I go on to the next segment. So according to baskinrobbins.com, so the story behind Turkey Day fixins, of course, why do we call Thanksgiving Turkey Day when we all know the sides are just as important? Our answer: Turkey Day fixins. It's everything you look forward to about Thanksgiving, um, minus the suspicious casseroles, all in one scoop. Whether you are serving up the perfect surprise at Thanksgiving or trying to spice up your friend's giving, this scoop will add something interesting and delicious to your traditions. Um, while developing Turkey Day fixins, our flavor experts wanted to create an ice cream that encapsulates all the most popular Thanksgiving sides in one sweet scoop. All month long, you can sink your spoon into side dish bliss and taste the surprising combo of sweet potato and autumn spiced ice creams mixed with honey cornbread pieces and swirls of cranberry sauce. Although there are a variety of flavors and textures in the flavor of the month, they meld together and complement each other just like the size of your plate at Thanksgiving. Let me give a shout out to somebody who just came in. Shout out to Awesome Cookie, aka Robbie, in the building. How you feeling, man? Are you ready for Thanksgiving? I know everybody in the chat, including B Live and what you call it yeah, what you call it yeah um yeah, Kareem. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I hope y'all got everything y'all need to do some Thanksgiving spectacular um cooking and everything else. I'm not doing anything. I'm just chilling. So there you have it. Anyway, oh man. Oh, so listen. So let's continue. Hold on a second. After this damn plane passes. The authentic sweet potato ice cream gives the scoop earthy undertones and hints of nuttiness that are deliciously complemented by the subtle sweetness of the honey cornbread pieces. The autumn spice flavor infuses hints of your favorite Thanksgiving spices with notes of cinnamon, um, cardamom, cardamom, clove, sage, and thyme. Lastly, the cranberry swirls provide a sweet and tart flavor that ties together the scoop. You- okay, order Turkey Day fixins for delivery. I think um it's limited. It's unlimited time. So Turkey Day fixins is also available for delivery via DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Grubhub. To order your favorite scoops, simply download your preferred delivery partner's app or head to their website. Type in your delivery address and select the Baskin Robbins shop closest to you. Are you all about the sides this Thanksgiving? You can let us know how you are celebrating the holidays on Instagram, TikTok, X, formerly known as Facebook, formerly known as Twitter, excuse me, and Facebook. And to stay up to date on all the things Baskin Robbins, sign up for our email news alerts, and you can check out their website at www.news.baskinrobbins.com/alerts. Actually, yes, there you have it. And also www.news.baskinrobbins.com/blog/story behind Turkey Day fixins. You want to learn more about that? You can check out the Baskin Robbins website. Okay. Okay. Um okay, so let's get into another thing that's going on in the munchies and drinks segment right here is regarding Ashley Holt. So and this is from amny.com. So here it is. So the classic Elf on the Shelf story is coming to life with a twist. Actually, hold on a second. Let's make this let's make this part of let's make yes. Let's make this part of let me see. Let me see something here. I'm sorry. Oh boy. Okay. All right, hold on a sec. It's not that loud. Okay. Um, when is it? When is it? When is it? When is it? All right, so this is on what is it? What is it? What is it? If this is how do you watch this? Because hold on. Yes. Let's put that in TV show checkouts, man. All right. TV show checkouts, man. Let's get into it. And this is also part of the eating the munchies and drinks segment, and it's also part of TV. So here it is. So the yes, so the classic Elf on the Shelf is a story is coming to life with a twist in a brand new Food Network competition. The Elf on the Shelf Sweet Showdown has 6 teams going head to head. Hang on a second. Let's do this real quick, man, with the sound effects. Let's do this. Yes. Okay. Yes, let's continue. Um yes, the Elf on the Shelf Sweet Showdown has 16 going head to head in a dessert making competition. Um Hosted by Duff Goldman. The teams will have to impress Goldman and 2 more judges, Cardia Brown and Ashley Holt. And one team will take home $25,000 and the title of the ambassadors of confectionery concoctions. Ooh. Ooh. This sounds pretty that sounds pretty dope. This sounds pretty dope though, man. You know what I mean? That really sounds pretty dope, actually, if you will. Um, yeah, that sounds pretty dope. Hang on a second here. Hang on. Hold on. Yes. All right. Yes, Elf on the Shelf is so iconic, and with a network as legendary as Food Network, the partnership makes sense to create a beautiful, magical show full of surprises, said Holt, who has competed in shows such as Cake Boss, The Next Great Baker, Chopped, and the New York Cake Show. Let's create the most epic holiday baking show imaginable. My favorite thing about this show is that it's full of surprises. My apologies for putting it on mute. There's a noisy car outside that was parking. So I just wanted to get that out the way, folks. So sorry about that. When the team step into the Enchanted Cottage, they will adopt a scout elf. And as the competition unfolds, the team will tell their story and personality through their confections. Each bake requires some sort of magical element to help push the teams over the top. When the bake is done, we get to see the creation, but it's not just for tasting and judging. The scout elf appears in their creation. It's always fun to see where the elf decides to land and what kind of trouble it's going to get into. Holt. The competitors are so talented, and being able to work in teams really allows them to create something spectacular. I've competed myself in a lot of competition shows, so I have an insane amount of empathy for these competitors. Um, at each at the At the end of each episode, the two bottom teams will face off in the Santa Showdown, where they must dazzle the judges with a snow globe display that highlights their favorite Christmas memories. In the end, one team has to leave the Enchanted Cottage with the other teams advancing to the next round. The three final teams will go head to head in the finale, airing on December 17th. Mark your calendars. Despite not being raised with the elf on the shelf herself, Holt says that judging the show inspired her to bring one home for her own daughter this holiday season. End quote. She says, I have a 5-year old and we're going to adopt our very first scout elf this year. It was very amazing to get to work with the Elf on the Shelf team and get to know the authors and this amazing story that has created a new tradition around the holidays, which is an impressive feat, said Holt. Holt says that those who tune in to watch the Elf on the Shelf Sweet Showdown can expect to feel the holiday spirit as well as the fun and whimsy that comes along with it, and may even inspire some. It may inspire some to bring Elf on the Shelf into their holiday traditions. The audience can definitely look forward to the holiday spirit. This will definitely give some inspiration and new ideas to elevate their holidays, excuse me, or ways to welcome a scout elf into their home, said Holt. If we can leave this series and and inspires a few people to adopt their own scout elf, that's gonna continue to spread the magic of holidays throughout these homes. Elf on the Shelf Sweet Showdown premieres on Food Network on November 19th. Already happened already at 8 p.m. Um, Eastern Eastern time and Pacific time. You can also follow Holt on Instagram at sugar underscore mama. All right. Um, and I hope y'all get a chance to check it out on the Food Network. Yeah, the Food Network, which is on your cable TVs, whether you have satellite, whether you have Spectrum, whatever cable company you have, y'all have to have Food Network on there as well. Y'all could check it out, man. So it's already out right now. So there you have it right there. All right. So also in munchies and drinks, Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A actually opened a fast food restaurant in Marble Hill. So a new Chick-fil-A is opening for business in the Marble Hill section of Manhattan this week, and it happened previously on November 9th. Chick-fil-A Marble Hill will join the lineup of 18 other Chick-fil-A restaurants that are available in New York City. The store will be led by Sine McConan as the independent franchise local owner operator of the store. I'm truly honored to bring Chick-fil-A's delicious food and signature hospitality to Marble Hill, McConan said. It's been well worth the wait, but I could not be more excited to show this neighborhood and my team members what Chick-fil-A care is all about. I look forward to bringing leadership, growth, and development opportunities to Marble Hill and making a big community impact. Um, like its other NYC counterparts, Chick-fil-A Marble Hill will offer its selection of chicken and sides. The restaurant plans to participate in the Chick-fil-A Shared Table Program, an initiative that redirects surplus food from the restaurant to local soup kitchens, shelters, food banks, and nonprofits in need. To celebrate the opening, Chick-fil-A Incorporated will donate $25,000, aka 25 grand, to Feeding America. The store will also recognize local 100 heroes, local no, excuse me, 100 local heroes who are making an impact in the Marble Hill area by providing them with free Chick-fil-A and entrees for a year. Hold on. All right, let me so Chick-fil-A Marble Hill is located at 76 West 225th Street and will be open for dine-in from 6:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. and for carry out from 6:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday through Saturday. For more information, you can visit the website at chickfila.com. www.chickfila.com. All right. Let's see if I cover the bases of all these topics. Hold on. Okay. Let's wrap up here, man. You know what I mean? We're gonna wrap up right here. Um, we're gonna wrap up right here. So, um, the very last thing we need to do here is hang on a second here. Um, let me make sure. All right, so we're gonna go to stream choices on the go. One moment, please. Yeah, stream choices on the go, man. Let's go. Yes. Make sure you follow this podcast not only on Facebook, but also on Threads and Instagram, which is off the Meet Rat Chains NY podcast. Make sure you follow my other podcast shows that I do, which is Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks podcast, the sports platform that I do, and also be sure to follow my other one, my review show, Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast, and you can also make sure you follow my number one show, off the Meet Rat Chains New York Avenue on Instagram. The podcast, of course, be sure to follow me on the gram, which is G Money Stacks 555 in Queens, New York. Turn your notifications so you can be notified on when I'm going to be going on Instagram Live to be recording episodes on a weekly basis. All right. And speaking of weekly basis, um, I like to actually remind y'all, if you go to the link in bio where it says link tree, if you go to my link tree that says link tree / G Money Stacks, you're gonna see a whole list of a couple of things actually of stream platforms. Um yeah, you're gonna see a whole list of stream platforms, which is going to actually include hang on one second. So yes, for you folks at home, listen to this. If you if you can actually follow the podcast on every streaming platforms, and of course be sure to download these apps as I list them onto your iPhones, Android phones, your iPads, Android tablets, your laptops, which includes Apple Mac and Dell laptops alongside with Windows. All right. This is going to include um Odyssey, Audible, Audioburst, Amazon Music, Breaker, Bullhorn FM, Castbox FM, Deezer, Listen Notes, Moon FM Podcast, Player FM, Pocket Cast, Podbay, Podfriend, Podhound, Podo Polo, Podorama Podcast, Addict, Podcast, no, excuse me, Podcast Index, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, Podverse, Podcast Guru, Podvine, Snipped, Spotify for podcasters, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, iHeartRadio, the number one app where you can listen to music, radio, and podcasts for free. You don't need a debit card or credit card to download iHeartRadio or any of the apps that I just mentioned. Um, all you need to do is just follow the podcast, subscribe on iHeartRadio and other streaming platforms, and also do the same with YouTube. Do the same with YouTube. Hang on. Yes, YouTube. Make sure you grab the subscribe button for me on the YouTube channel page of G Money Stacks 555. And also do the same on my other YouTube channels, the sports YouTube channel page of Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks podcast, Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast as well. And click on the naughty bell which is the notification bell alongside with alerts Yes. So make sure you click the noni bell along with alerts, um so you can be notified on when each live stream, when each episode recording is going to start, um and be on the air via live stream. So also, leave a like and a comment along with the episodes and topics that's being discussed. Hang on a second, man. Damn planes. Yes, leave a like and a comment along with the episodes and topics being discussed. Make sure you listen, stream, watch these episodes in case you miss any of them. Don't you worry. And and of course, be sure to share the episodes, share the videos, download the episodes, and also add your favorite podcast episodes and the podcast show to your playlist so you can actually be notified on when each new episode is going to be dropping. You know what I'm saying? And whatever stream platform you have, whether it's Spotify for podcasters, Spotify, Odyssey, whether you have Audible, whether you have Snipped, whether you have Stitcher, there's of course Pocket Cast, there's Podcast Index, Podcast Addict, Podvine, Podverse, Podcast Guru. Um yes, Podcast Guru. If you have Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, and of course YouTube, make sure you subscribe and follow the podcast on every streaming platform wherever you get your podcast. All right. So be sure to also tell a friend to another friend. Spread the word. Word of mouth is important, and also spread my Linktree link, which is Linktree/GMoneyStacks 555, to your husbands, your wives, your boyfriends, girlfriends, friends, people you cool with from work and everywhere else in between. And that's it for me, man. I'm your man, G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator. Thank you so much for listening to the 306th episode of my New York Avenue podcast titled Jello, which is dedicated to the national holiday that we talked about earlier. And remember, the grind doesn't stop. Hard work pays off. If you want something, you have to work hard and earn it. It's not going to be given to you on a silver platter, all right? You know what I'm saying? And also, um if you if you if you look for something that clicks to you, go for it. Creatively, mentally, physically, spiritually, that gets you into your zone alongside with tunnel vision. All right. All right. So listen, um, I know it's kind of hectic with people who are traveling on a plane and with all the delays and stuff like that. If you are planning to be flying, you should leave a bit early, like early in the morning instead of in the afternoon, all right? And if you're driving, if you're driving, you can do the same as well. You have to drive a little bit early in the morning or in the evening, not during the daytime. All right. Um, hold on, one more time. In a future episode, I will be making some Thanksgiving suggestions if you're basically doing your traveling and whatever foods you're bringing, uh, whether it's um whether it's whether it's like foods like casseroles, all that other stuff. I'll I'll do that in a future episode. So stay tuned for that one right there. And I appreciate every single one of you who took the time to listen to Off the Meat Red Chains New York Avenue podcast. You could have listened to any show in the world, but you chose to listen to my New York Avenue podcast, which actually made it past 306 episodes already. And I do apologize for the delay of episodes 303 and 305. I have to redo the audio episode. I'm not going to be redoing the video again. It's just the audio, all right? So there you have it right there, man. Hold on. Yeah, so I'm gonna see y'all next time, man. Peace and one love. I hope y'all are prepared for Thanksgiving and along with everything y'all need to cook as far as your cranberry sauces, your pumpkin pies, your sweet potato pies, your stuffings, your turkeys with some discounts so you don't have to wait at the last minute, unlike some people who are on Pocacha who probably I'm not saying every one of them, but probably forgot to actually some do a little shopping. So anyway, I'm up out of here. Peace and one love. Enjoy your Thanksgiving with your families and all that great stuff right there. And I hope y'all have a safe flight and road trip. If you're driving on the road, be careful out there with the potholes and everything else in between. I'm up out of here. Peace and one love. Good night, everybody, and happy Thanksgiving in advance. All right. What's going on here? And hold on a second. What's going on here? Sorry about that. Um, One more thing I forgot to mention. Let me know in the comments what you are thankful for. All right. Peace and one love. Good night, everybody. Enjoy your Thanksgiving.